Hello guys and welcome back to our unedited and unscripted discussion on the Nintendo Switch we are calling 12 Days of Switchmas, where we'll be talking about the Nintendo Switch and what we know about it so far before the January 12th reveal. And as I said before, this is unscripted and unedited, so if I stumble when I'm speaking or there's long pauses, I'm sorry, but this is how I'm doing discussions because I want it to feel genuine. So, today is day 6, and we're going to be talking about first-party games. Now, in the initial trailer, you guys probably already know, that the Nintendo Switch is getting some form of Mario Kart 8, whether it be 8.5, maybe, I doubt it's a new iteration in the series, especially since all the rumors say it's a support with more tracks and a new battle mode and all that, but we'll get into that. A new Splatoon that is being contested as either a port of Splatoon or the new Splatoon, Splatoon 2, whatever that's going to be called. So that's contested right now between the different rumors. And of course, Breath of the Wild, which we always knew was going to come. That is zero surprise whatsoever. And I think that's about it that we saw for the first party games then. And then what's rumored to be coming as well is maybe a Smash port. We're not sure yet. And the new 3D Mario too. That's of course coming as well. But that'll probably be later down the road. And then we've also heard Pokemon Stars might be coming, which is a port of Moon and Sun, but remastered. And as far as then maybe Pikmin 4 as well, and the Mario Rabbids crossover. That's freaking weird. I'm gonna talk about that in the third-party games, which is tomorrow's video. So I'm not gonna talk about that now because it says it's being made by Ubisoft, so I'll consider that a third-party partnership, but not a first-party game, even though it uses Mario characters. So let's break this down. Mario Kart 8. I cannot tell you how freaking excited I am for Mario Kart 8.5. I don't care what it is. People don't understand. I've put almost 300 hours into Mario Kart 8 alone. I love that game to death, and I will be so happy to play it on the Nintendo Switch because it just means there'll be more content. And people forget that they were talking about a third DLC pack one time. Not even one time. A couple years ago, sorry. And they were talking about doing a third DLC pack, and it just never came out. And we kept waiting, and eventually everyone forgot about it. Well, I'm thinking maybe instead of doing that third DLC pack, they held off and they're putting it in this game. And that would be great. Because Mario Kart 8, if you haven't played it already, oh my god, you need to play it. I've gotten friends to buy it, buy a Wii U, just for Mario Kart 8. And they love that game. They don't like any other game on the Wii U, but they love Mario Kart 8. And I love Mario Kart 8. So I think it's a 100% perfect game, except for the battle mode. If the battle mode was better, I could not find one flaw in the game at all. Not one. I guess online could be slightly better just with voice chat, but that's more of a system thing than the game. So that game is perfect to me as it is right now, besides the battle mode. So if they fix the battle mode and they add tracks to race on with the Grand Prix mode, and they add more characters and more carts and all that, oh my god, you have no idea how much I would be excited for that. And the great thing is it has such a mass appeal to it because it's Mario Kart. Everyone loves Mario Kart. Everyone loves Mario in general, so Mario Kart is the one racer everyone feels like they can just jump in and play, even if they don't play racers in general or even play video games in general. I remember when I went to Japan, I had bought a Wii U there so I could do Japanese reviews on my other channel, and I got a Mario Kart set, and we were playing Mario Kart in my room, and a couple people came in, they're like, hey, can I play? I'm like, I thought you don't like video games. And they're like, well, I mean, it's Mario Kart. Everyone loves Mario Kart. And that really resonated with me. I was like, wow, putting Mario on anything automatically attracts even like casual gamers because they feel like they can pick up and play this without any problems, which is usually true because it's so easy to use. So, sorry, going off on a tangent. In terms of the Switch, I think this will be a system seller, even though it already came out on the Wii U, because number one, it was the number one system seller for the Wii U, and number two, everyone loves Mario Kart. And if it's there day one, that's great, because if they're not going to have the 3D Mario at launch, which it seems like it's not going to, some people have been saying it might be, but now it's leaning towards summer or autumn. So if they don't have that 3D Mario at launch, at least they'll have this to attract those people who aren't into The Legend of Zelda, because that used to be See, this is why I don't like doing unedited discussions, but everyone thought that might be coming later in the summer, and then now they're saying, especially Laura Kate Dale, that it's actually going to be there at launch. So if Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is there at launch, Zelda is a huge franchise, and it does have a lot of fans, and it's probably one of the biggest in the world, but I don't think it gets casuals out very much. I don't know, I don't feel like Zelda is really what you need to sell a console to the mass market like the Wii did. And I know the Wii, I think it launched with Twilight Princess, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. I feel like if they need to capture the audience that they've lost, they need to launch with Mario because that is their biggest headliner brand of all time. So they need to put that out there. So at least having Mario Kart as a port will have the Mario name associated with it because people are just looking for the Mario name. They don't really care what Mario it is. And Mario Kart 8 is an amazing game. So when they go look up reviews, oh, how is this game? They'll get amazing feedback from reviewers. And they'll be like, oh, okay, I guess I'll try the Switch version, then they buy a Switch version. So that's why I think Mario Kart port is a great idea. Plus, I just want more DLC. I don't want them to change anything in the game. It looks like they already did. They added a second item, whether that's a mode or permanent throughout the whole entire game, we don't know. They added a second item like Double Dash, and they added King Boo was in that trailer. So I wouldn't mind playing as King Boo. Anyways, Breath of the Wild itself. We've been waiting a long time for this game. There's so much hype behind this game. If it comes at launch, that will definitely sell lots of consoles only because of the people who have been waiting for Breath of the Wild for so long. They're definitely going to buy the Switch version. And in general, it's going to be a great game. I have almost no doubts it'll at least be a 9 out of 10 game. It just looks so perfect. I could be so wrong, and if I am, I will admit it. But to me, it looks like it's going to be a great game. So having that great, strong title that's an open world, very mature title. It's not kiddie graphics. It has cel-shaded art, which looks nice, but it looks like it's made for everybody from any age. It's not made for kids like necessarily Pokemon is or something like that, even though not only kids play Pokemon. But you get my point. So I think that'll be good to get the serious gamer in, the person looking for a good open world game with a mature vibe, even though it's not necessarily an M-rated game like Skyrim. But we'll talk about Skyrim in the third-party games video. But Breath of the Wild definitely going to also be a very strong selling point for the Switch for people looking for a more mature title, but I don't think it'll capture the casual market like Mario will. Mario will capture, I think, a wider amount of people and a wider amount of markets than Zelda will. So having both of them just covers your bases altogether. And then Splatoon, I really hope it's not a port, because then they would just be adding content to it, and they've added so much content that just feels the same in Splatoon over however many months they've been updating it. It just feels like they're adding the same content over and over with like a slight different variation of this, slight different variation of that. And I feel like they just need to come out with two. And people have been analyzing the trailer. There's new stuff in there, the new animations or something like that. So hopefully that means it's a Splatoon 2, because I think that will also be a great system seller, especially in Japan, because Japan goes ape shit for Splatoon. They sold millions of copies just in Japan alone. So if you're having Splatoon concerts in Japan, you know your franchise is huge. You know Splatoon is huge when they're having concerts, when there's no English or Japanese or any language in the game itself. They're listening to the Squid Octoling's language, whatever it is. So you know it's huge in Japan when they're doing that. But anyways, so I hope it's Splatoon 2, because that'll also be a strong contender, because then you'll get the shooter market. And then also it's going to have to change the controls only because I don't think you can do the gyroscope controls unless there's gyros in the Joy-Cons, which there very well might be. I don't think they're going to be able to do the motion aiming anymore like they did with the gamepad, so they're going to have to change that, and also how you spawn, because you can't obviously tap the gamepad anymore. You only have your Joy-Con controller, or if you have your Switch controller, I guess you could tap the map, but that would make no sense because you would have nowhere to see where you are in the first place. So hopefully they fix that well. I'm thinking they'll probably, it's an easy fix. I mean, just make it like basically any other shooter controllers and they'll be fine. And other than that, Pikmin 4, nothing much to say there. I'm not a huge Pikmin fan myself, so I have no expectations for it. But hey, if you're a Pikmin fan, that's great. Not really a system seller, so I can understand why they're releasing it later. We're not going to talk about Mario and Rabbids RPG until tomorrow, which is third parties. Pokemon Stars, it's so exciting only because it's the first Pokemon console game. And that is exciting as hell for me, because I've been growing up with Pokemon and I've always thought, wow, this would look so nice on a console. The main series games, not a spin-off. As much as Pokken is nice and all that, a spin-off would be nice. So, a main series game would be nice. So it's exciting. I have Pokemon Sun and Moon. I bought the double pack, but I'm gonna buy Stars because I want to see how they bring it to a console level game. I really hope it looks amazing and plays like the Sun and Moon I own right now, and just is just a nice looking version of that. I want nothing more. I think it would be perfect. I think they would capture the hearts of all Pokemon fans, and I think that would be an amazing system seller come Christmas time when Pokemon games usually do come out. So other than that, there's like the Monolith software rumor, but we don't know enough about that for me to comment on it. And there's a couple other rumors that I probably didn't talk about, but they're things that I honestly have nothing to either say about, or there's not enough information to go off there to talk about. Like today came out that Koei Tecmo might be making another Warriors game. I have nothing to say about that. If I did miss anything though and you want to talk about it, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. Otherwise, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to Switch Daily for more. Ugh, I'm never going to be able to talk right in one of these videos. Switch Daily for more news and reviews on a daily basis on the Nintendo Switch. And we'll see you guys in the next Switchmas video. Peace.